Hi. Hello, 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 hello. Hi. Let us invite our guests to join us. So let me send our invite to our guests for today. Today promises to be yet another exciting edition of Africa's Business Rockstars, the Instagram Live edition. I hope everybody's doing fine. I hope you're all keeping safe. I hope you're washing your hands and sanitizing and staying at home and enjoying, live streams like what we are doing right now. So we're gonna go live. There they are. We're gonna go live with
Hello.
our
Hey, how
guests
you
for
doing?
today. Hey, very well. Let's do our usual, technical checks. You can hear me clearly. I can hear you. Everything's fine.
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear you.
go from this side.
Okay, all right, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah.
So to those who have joined us, this is another Africa's Business Rockstars live Instagram chat, and my name is Nefa, and then I'll be your host for today. And the purpose for doing, live streams like this, as we always mention, is for Africa's Business Rockstars. What we do is to focus on businesses to understand how they started and how they've gotten where they are. So we figured, well, in a situation like this, COVID-19, which is affecting the whole world, and what the impact it has on businesses globally, and why not start from home and understand what the impact of COVID-19 is on successful businesses that we've identified in Ghana. So our guest today, I have Kofi AJ Marfo, and then I have Adam Keith. But for the purposes of those who do not know who is who's Kofi and who's Adam?
All right,
I
so
shouldn't
I'm
assume.
Kofi. I'm Kofi Mafo.
Okay,
Yeah.
And I'm Adam.
and
Adam
then
Key.
Adam. Okay, all right. Is it possible for us to get you in a good frame? Can you just go back a little bit for me so we can get both faces really clearly? So
Okay.
perfect. Yeah, are you
Is it better?
comfortable? Much
Is it better?
better.
Yeah, it's okay.
Much,
It's
much
okay.
better.
It's okay.
Okay, all
But
right.
can you hear? Can you hear us?
Perfectly. And I'm sure those who are watching can hear us as well because I've seen them waving and giving us like thumbs up and all. So technically, we're good to go. Yes, you can
Okay,
ask
let's go.
questions. There's always a question and segment. So you can ask questions for those who are already commenting for us. All right. So before I dive into Bloom Bar, which is what you are both famously known for, I will start by asking, what were you doing before Bloom Bar? Because there's no way you just up and said, let's start this. So before Bloom Bar, what was Kofi? Let's start with you. What were you up to?
Um. So I would say I've always been an entrepreneur, and
Okay.
before Bloombar, I ventured in a number of businesses. So I've done a vegetable supply. I've been into
Okay.
sports. I still do sports business as well. Um,
Okay.
I've actually even been into mining as well. So
Wow.
I've done quite a number of things. Yeah,
Yeah, a wide
before
range.
Bloombar.
A wide
Yeah.
range. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So entrepreneurship is not very new to you. I'll keep it at the back of my mind. Eden, what about you?
No.
So after school, was hustling for a while. Ended up
Hmm.
bartending for a couple of years. Became a
Okay.
beverage consultant in the States for a while. Then moved back. Moved back home to start Bloomberg.
Hello.
Uh, okay.
It's
Can you
it's
hear me?
It's
breaking.
Yeah.
breaking on a little.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
little
breaking out.
choppy.
Yeah.
it's better.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it better now? It's slightly choppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's better
Yeah.
now. It's
Yeah.
better now. Yeah.
Okay. And also not entirely clear, but we'll cross that hurdle. So it's fine. We can hear you, and I think that's the most important thing. Maybe people want to see your handsome
Yeah.
faces, but I believe once we can hear you, we can make progress.
All right.
Cool. So
So
yeah,
good to
tell us
go.
about the Bloom Bar story. How did it begin? How did it begin? Sorry, Kofi. How did you meet Adam and then get into this
I,
partnership called Bloom Bar?
how many hours how many hours do we have? That's a very long story.
That's why I said brief,
We'll be here
very
for a
brief,
while.
because we'll get you. No, because we'll get you on another show where we'll have like the full length. So today, if we can have like a summary, how in school we learned how to summarize.
Okay,
So give us a summary without losing the substance. Yeah.
okay, so simple. It has always been a dream for all of us to enter
Okay.
hospitality, and
Okay.
we've always believed giving Ghanaians what they deserve. A
Yeah.
space where people can actually be themselves, a space
Yeah.
where we give value for money and not really about social classes, and
Okay.
always being outdoor and always chilling. Kind of
Yeah.
did our research and put everything
Okay.
together. It's unfortunate, but one of our
Okay.
partners could not be here. It's three of us, and that's Affair. Um, Affair and
Oh,
I,
I see.
Affair and I
Okay.
were in Ghana at a particular point in time where we were doing all the ground research, whereas Adam was in the
Yeah.
States then, putting the skills and should I say the systems of business together because he direct. Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah. Of
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam had a proper understanding of what the Ghanaian, should I say, palate in terms of taste is for the kind of
Yeah.
drinks that we should
Yeah.
create for them. So with his background as a beverage
Yeah.
consultant, he was working on
Yeah.
putting the systems and the ingredients and what people enjoy here as cocktails together. While we did the research here, which is all
Yeah.
fair now, it took a very long time to put everything together. I mean, it's the same cliche story at the beginning. No one believed at the beginning. People would think you're going to open a
Yep.
bar, and they look at you like,
Yep.
who could be a bar? I
Yep.
don't.
Are
Yeah,
you crazy?
yeah, are you crazy? And
I dang. I dang. Yeah.
we had that, but when people do not understand your vision, people do not see where you are going.
It's a big picture.
They do not see the big picture. I would say to
Yeah.
an extent, sometimes it's a beautiful thing because then they underestimate you, and then you capitalize on that negativity, turn it into something positive, and all you have to do is show them you can do something. So
Yeah.
we, with all
Yeah.
these like mind, understanding our vision, three of us came together and we
Yeah.
created what we have as Bloom Bar today.
Okay.
At the end of the day,
Okay.
we really just wanted a space for everyone. We wanted like just a normal
Yeah.
space where everybody can come, be themselves, have fun, not too stuffy, not too. I don't want to use the word bougie, but not just a
Yeah.
space for everyone to just walk in, have some good music, and just have fun and keep it moving. That's the whole idea of the Bloom Bar.
Bloom Bar, yeah.
Can you hear us?
Is it break?
We'll have to let you
Yeah,
come back on.
yeah.
So I'll let you go off and then come back on.
Okay,
Okay, no
Okay.
problem.
no problem.
All right. So I'm just taking them off right now, and then I will put them back on because it's important to hear, but I guess you need to match the faces with the voices as well. So we're going to try and get better connectivity this time around. Thank you all for staying, for not going anywhere. You can have your questions, coming in, and then I'll ask them along the way. So let's try this again. Let me attempt this a second time, and then we will take it from there. second. So to Bloom Bar. So if you are still just joining us, just to remember, this is our Instagram live session for Africa's Business Rockstars, and we are talking to the founders of Bloom Bar Ghana, which, like we said, is really just a bar, but it's a bar that has a difference, a bar with a good vibe. Yes, and it's totally blurry. Yes, we're going to try and get them to come back on, and hopefully connectivity will be much better from their end. So give us a second. It's technology, and in these times, everybody's at home and using the internet. So, the pressure on the facilities is actually gone up a notch. Because versus when we'd be in the offices, now we're all actually at home and we basically live online. So I've sent the invite to them. They will accept it soon, and then we'll continue the story. But yeah, like I said, please keep your questions coming in. I've already seen one in terms of how much they needed to start Bloom Bar. That's a good one. I'll definitely ask that. So they are here. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. So you guys are clearer
Is it
now.
better now?
It is.
Okay.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. So we've gotten the story behind what you were doing before Bloom Bar, and gotten like a brief, story in terms of how Bloom Bar came about. Yeah. But just to understand, so currently, what have you guys been up to? Because under normal circumstances, today's a Friday. I'm sure you'd probably be at the bar, prepping for the people who will be trooping in. So it must feel really weird for you, right? How does it feel? You're like, oh good, we're at home, we're actually not at the bar. How does this feel?
It's a little surreal because we are just used to always working. And
Yeah.
we're just not like normal, but we work from Tuesday also. So we are used to that constant cycle of always working and dealing with our guests and trying to solve problems. But right now, it's weird. I'm sure it's weird for everyone else. I mean, COVID has affected the whole world. So it's difficult to adjust, but we're all just praying that we just stay safe, stay strong, and we'll just be back.
Yeah.
And hopefully very soon everything will be normal because this thing is really affecting it.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, Kofi, what have you guys been up to in this period where, let me call it sort of like a break period? So, in terms of business-wise, what are the strategies that you are employing? Or are you employing any strategies at all? Since this is a new phase for everybody.
Yeah. Currently, so we've been researching because it's never really been our model to create drinks and have to send them over to people at home. We have been researching on how possible that is.
Okay.
The biggest limitation here has been the fact that we use a lot of fresh ingredients for drinks that we make at the bar. Right. So you have to consider a number of things: storage, transport. If they are moving from one point to another, the duration. You also have to consider the items in the drink, which is, if you're looking at this, if it's citrus, obviously it tastes a bit funny before.
It has a time frame exactly.
That, once had a great experience with a cocktail, will change the taste, and that kind of affects the products that we create, the quality of the products. Yeah. So, in looking at the possibility, and we've been experimenting a few things here and there. Obviously, it's not going to be overnight. We've been working on it for a number of weeks now. We've been home for, this is the fourth week. Entering the fifth week. Yeah, entering the fifth week. We've been home for a long time now. So I would say we're one of the first people to go on the break. Going to Ghana, we went on the break because the model of our business has a lot of people in one gathering. So we felt it was very important that we look out for the people. It's not always about the money for us. So safety first. Right. Yeah, safety first. So we're working on. We'll be able to come up with drinks that can be delivered. Yeah.
I saw that notification. I saw when you put out the notice to say, I mean, it's not a very easy decision. It's actually a painful one, but then you actually have to put it out. What was that like? Was it an easy decision where you're like, you know what, we just have to do this, so let's do it, or
Sorry.
you contemplated it for a while before you said, let's go ahead and then close down the bar for now?
I don't think we contemplated because we kind of saw it coming at one point because the week that we closed, Adam wasn't in Ghana then, and he could see the impacts that the COVID was, having on wherever he was. So he made a phone call to Affair and I, and that from the look of things, we should consider closing as soon as possible. For the nature of business that we run, it will be very sad to have one of the patrons say, the last place that was at Bloom Bar. So looking at the impact of that on the business, also the fact that it could have a major impact on the people,
including our staff as well.
Our staff as well, yeah.
They also have families. They go back home. We just try to look at the big picture.
Yeah. Right. So how has this affected operations? Adam, let me hear from you.
It's really affected. The stoppage has affected like the continuity because our staff are very awesome. They work very hard. We do a lot of training with them. So now, I guess whenever this is over, everybody will be home, lazy a bit. So we have to just try and get back the whole frame of working. Yeah, we have a lot of traffic that comes here. I'm grateful for the traffic, but it's not easy trying to take care of everyone. So we just have to try and get back whenever God will be allowed to open. Get back in that frame where everybody's on the same point, where you're able to execute everything and make sure everyone that comes here has a great time.
Yeah. So touching on your staff, actually, because we're going to come to that, because with the kind of business that you operate, you actually have a whole lot of headcount. Yeah. So from your bouncers, who everybody loves, to the waiters and waitresses, to the shisha people, those who serve the food, those who cook the food in the kitchen, like the staff you have are quite a number. What's the status with them like? Are you in touch with them? Are they on a particular plan? Like, what have you done with that?
Okay, so it's first of all, a lot of people don't know we employ about 122 people.
Yeah, front of the house and back of the house.
Employ about 122. So the relationship we have with them is very unique. We have a very unique relationship with the staff here, and because of how we train them, we want to have this emotional connection with them. Yeah. So for us, it wasn't about just letting these. We are hearing people are laying people off. Okay. For us, we cannot do that because of the we have staff. We had to pay some salaries for the month. The question is, what are you doing in April?
Exactly. Because technically you've been down for April.
Yeah. So what we've been working on in terms of trying to come up with a new idea where we can generate some revenue is to figure out how we can take these unique and awesome people while they are at home. Hence why we are trying to see what we can put in place to generate this revenue and take care of these people at home, because taking care of 122 families, that's a lot.
Yeah. And are you able to share some of the stuff, or those are like secrets, trade secrets that you can't give out?
Sorry, in terms of
what you're doing, you said
so far,
the ideas to keep them afloat.
Oh, we haven't put them out yet. We're working on them. We always like to couch things. We always try to be as perfect as possible. So we want to just couch them. We don't want to just speculate. So when you're ready, you have everything.
No.
Yeah. So did you close down Bloom Bar before numbers started dwindling, or did you see numbers start to dwindle and then that also sort of like fed into the decision-making process? Or people were still coming anyways? Ghanaians and how we like to chill. Did we start to slow down, or we're coming?
The first case was on a Thursday. I think the first case in Ghana was on a Thursday, if I remember. And on Friday, A bit surprising. We thought no one would. I mean, we thought a lot of people would not show up, but people showed up on that Friday. But I think there was news again, another case on Friday.
Yeah.
So Saturday, Sunday, the numbers dropped. It wasn't the usual amount of people that we see, and a lot of regulars coming through. So I would say it did have an impact. It did have an impact.
Yeah. But how are you basically keeping liquid during this time? Is it based on what you've made in terms of the revenue generated over the past X number of months you've been in business? That's what's keeping you afloat during this time where literally nothing is coming in. I see a smile.
Right now,
you have some secret stash somewhere that you're dipping your hand into.
Because we have no income coming, we are surviving on the reserves for now.
Yeah. How long do you think the reserves will last you for?
Oh, we are faithful Christians. We are praying.
You serve a living God. Amen. Yeah, you serve a living God. I mean, look at what He's done for you. It's proof that yeah. So staying on the God factor, because I know that's key to running your business. But then, what else would you say has fed into the success of Bloom Bar? Because it has been a success. Like, you're always packed, always.
The first thing, we are grateful to Accra. We are grateful that they really enjoy the concept. I mean, it wasn't for everyone that comes and take the time to come every day to Bloom Bar, we won't be here.
So,
that's the main one. All the everybody that's ever come here, we're always grateful. That's the first. We always try to make. We give everyone a good time, a great experience. So that's the main one.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. The first thing is the people. People are very supportive of what we do here, and we do not play with the feedback from the people. Everything they say to us, because I would say 10 out of 10, we are always here. Hardly not. We are hardly not in this bar. We are always in this bar. So we get to experience what they experience. We get to see firsthand what is going on and respond to feedback immediately. And people appreciate that, says the people. Number two, I would say these are the most hardworking people I have in my life. They are very dedicated. They love what they do. And we do not have a master-servant relationship. So with our style and our model in the business, I would say they work as if for themselves. So that also contributes to the success of this business.
Because we like to empower them. One of the quotes we have on our board is, when you walk in our staff room, is treat it as your own, and one day it might be yours.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we like to empower them to have that. They're all very, so when they come in, they have that mentality and trying to execute.
Yeah. Awesome. Fantastic stuff that you guys are doing. So would you say that the effect of COVID-19 has had you thinking of how to re-look at your business model, for instance, how you operate? I know you're saying you're exploring the delivery of cocktails, but that's, let's say, during this period. But post that, are you now thinking, we never saw this coming, so how can we ensure there's a pandemic of this to even say close down, for instance, in quotes? Adam?
Yeah,
Sophie, okay.
we've questioned a number of things. We've sat down and we've had very interesting conversations about if we have to come out of this. The first things first. We are considering the impact that this is going to have on us as Ghanaians.
Everyday life.
Everyday life. Now, currently, I would say a lot of Ghanaians are not as much as the European and the American countries, because we are not having a number of deaths that they are having over there. So over here, it has
Right.
affected people more financially than psychologically.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And
Right.
the
Right.
decisions that we will make moving forward has to consider when will this be curbed? If it is curbed at the
Yeah.
point where Ghanaians do not feel the impact psychologically, then we know that now they are looking forward to being out again
Exactly.
in large numbers.
Exactly.
However, if the impact doesn't get to that point and it hits us just financially, after people get back into their everyday jobs and they start generating their income, we believe that things will be more. But that doesn't mean we will not put things in another time like this. Maybe it will be wise to diversify. Yes. But we're just currently just hoping for the best, I would say.
Yeah.
Waiting to see the impact of things to know the next possibilities that we will make.
Yeah. 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 Okay, awesome. So it means that it's all like work in progress, but then now we are focusing a bit more on let's have this over. Let's see how operations would run, but we'll definitely have a future plan so that it doesn't have to keep us out of business going forward. Correct?
Definitely, but definitely, but you also want to make sure that our patrons are safe. The safety is really the key. So
Yeah.
even if these things happen, closing down might be the best, as everywhere in the world have locked down, so
Yeah.
that you be able to control everything. So
Yeah.
maybe closing down is not a bad option for now. Taking a
Yeah.
break for everyone to
Yeah.
just take a breath
Yeah.
and let everything be secure first. Those are in the big picture, safety. Closing down might be the best thing for now.
Of course.
No, it's breaking. We can barely hear it.
No?
No, it's breaking. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you now. It's good. Yeah.
You can hear me now, yeah. I'm saying that one of the initiatives I noticed that you put out was the Bloom Bar Live, where you have the DJs playing music, and it's on Instagram and we're all just chilling. We're all trying to
Yeah.
be like Adam and make our drinks and not being very successful at it. Adam, tell us about that concept. Who came up with it? Because it was a brilliant idea. And it's one of the
It's breaking again.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take it again.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
talking about the Bloom
I
Bar
had part
Live, and
of.
I was just asking
Okay.
who
I had part of.
conceptualized it. Yeah.
Oh, so the Bloom Valley was mainly a team effort. We sat back, we got some feedback from our guests, and just ideas and people missing the experience. One of the main, apart from the
Mm,
drinks and the services, the music. So we
yeah.
also, our DJs are awesome, all three of them.
Yeah.
We really wanted to just a bit of nostalgia, just to remember that, you know, just got that
Yeah.
feeling. So it was a
Um, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. At this point, I'd like to say a very big thank you to our marketing team as well.
yeah.
Um,
Okay.
um, our marketers are amazing. From
Mm, mm,
the
mm,
Riz to
mm,
Maista
mm.
to Farouk and the whole team at Maista is
Yeah.
amazing. When we come up with these ideas and we sit with them, they contribute massively to its impact. Now,
Right.
we when we're doing anything in Zumba, we consider things. We studied how life was going on social media, and we realized that if we're going to give people a feel of Bloomba on to look at the fact that elements of Bloomba have to come in there. So we actually
Yeah.
wrote a script, a full script. In this script, we realized that the music is good, fine. We have good DJs, but what can we do after every maybe the audience? Because after 6 sometimes on
Yeah.
someone's life, it's not if nothing interesting is really happening, you lose focus on what's going on. So we created a full
Yeah.
script, knowing when we'll take it to our bouncer, bringing it back to the
Yeah.
DJ, After a few minutes, we put it back probably on another element of Bloom Bar that people miss, so that you can keep people talking for an hour and go off. It was just to remind people that Bloom Bar is not gone. We are here. The elements that we love, you guys make it happen. And just giving it back during this period was something that was well thought of.
Are you going to do it again?
We'll see. We'll see. But with the market, we want to also shout out the best accounts manager in the world, Farouk.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Hey, Farouk, big ups. So a question has come from do you both do Bloom Bar full time, or do you have other projects that you work on as well aside Bloom Bar?
I would say we're working on things.
We're exploring.
We're exploring.
Okay. So for now, we'd say it's Bloom Bar full time.
Full time.
Yeah.
Full time. Okay. All right. Okay. And then also to open in other areas. I mean, we are close to Nigeria, for instance. So are there plans for expanding into other countries, or even maybe other places within Ghana? Maybe a Bloom Bar in Kumasi, who knows?
For now, definitely no. And then we feel like Bloom Bar.
Definitely. Why definitely?
For now, we have no same idea, and not go somewhere and feel like you want to have the experience and you don't get that experience. So if you come to Accra, you get that Bloom Bar experience 24/7 whenever we're open.
And I'd like to add to what he's saying. He's saying definitely no, because Bloom Bar was uniquely created for the Ghanaian market. Like I said, we did a lot of research. We studied a lot of businesses, and we realized that this will work for Ghanaians. So we cannot just replicate this maybe in Abuja, because Nigerians look at the business different. So you cannot get up and open another Bloom Bar in Abuja. You might want to open something different. So when we think of it, we don't think of opening a Bloom Bar in another big city.
Got it.
We we dream of actually owning a business uniquely to that environment,
tailored towards that market.
Yeah.
Okay. So based on your research, what did you find out actually? What did you find out that has made Bloom Bar what it is? Because it's obviously working towards what the Ghanaians like. So tell us, what do we like? What did you find out from research?
We like to party.
We like to party.
But then there are lots of but Kofi and Edeb, there are a lot of bars and clubs that also play music, have DJs, have the drinks you have. But you've obviously been able to catch the market. So what's that differentiator?
I would say it's a key differentiator, or it's a magic potion, or it's just one thing. I guess it's a collective effort from the staff, marketing, management, from the security. I know everybody, our bouncers are not the big.
They're a big hit. They're a big hit.
I mean, well, like people are proud, but they do a great job. So all those factors, because as much as people despise them, I think the word is despise now. They do a great job, especially with security.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have to be tough, so for everyone inside to be secure.
To be safe, exactly.
I think it's mainly a collective effort where everything just fits in like a puzzle. All fits in, and everything's working so far. So we are just grateful, especially our clientele also.
Yeah. So did you have a business plan, or you were basically or were you just winging it, or you actually had a business plan and you knew that, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what we'll do, phase 1, phase 2, or because you guys are just creative, like you said, you have different aspects that come together. So Edem has the mixology, Kofi, you're an entrepreneur from day one.
Yeah. So let's be honest. Let's be honest with you. Bloom Bar is a cocktail bar. That was the plan.
Okay.
When we first opened Bloom Bar in Sun City, we thought of it as a pre-game spot, so people can start their night at Bloom Bar and moved to all
Right.
other venues.
Right.
And we realized that when it came to, people starting their night, what brought them together was friends. So we started doing these pitchers and fish bowls because people can share. So we thought of that. Then we thought of the fact that always value for money, which is if I'm paying for a drink, I really want to fill a bus.
Yeah.
So we considered a few things.
You mentioned our shots. We are the only place in Ghana that I know of that our regular shot is 45 ml. But most of the places, when I came to Ghana, I don't know if it's changed now, but when I used to go out, when I'm able to go out, when I used to go out, most of them are 25 ml. So that's like a little different. We always want to make sure you get value for money.
Yeah.
So a little different our cocktails.
Yeah.
Because if we kind of catered for us, because we were the normal clientele that used to go out. So if we go out, we want to spend a certain amount on drink, you definitely want to fill
and get buzzed.
A slight buzz.
So you can start your
The
night.
the buzz is important, eh?
No, it's the party starter. It's the party starter. And, that, and should I say once again, feedback from the people was what changed everything for us, because in the initial stages, we didn't know people will come and start climbing couches in a bar and dance.
A cocktail bar.
Yes. But we realized that it was changing. That wasn't how we pictured the vibe. People were making us understand what they were looking for. So we had to adapt.
Yeah.
Which included having to fortify chairs so they can stand on it well and dance. But we had to adapt. So
creating more space also. Creating more space for people to feel very comfortable. I know the people that have been with us for a while, since Saturday, I guess it's obvious that we keep expanding. We are grateful that God has blessed that we keep expanding, but we're also adapting to the crowd that comes in, that we keep expanding. So everyone will feel a little more comfortable.
Exactly. So it looks like your patrons also play a key role in terms of how you maneuver or how you change, your tactics and all. They play like a major role.
They're everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Since you said it started out as a cocktail bar, I think that's a very important question that's come up, which is a question that actually many people have asked. Because in terms of what you use for your drinks, how do you ensure you're getting the best quality? How do you ensure that you're getting the top grade stuff that you're using to make your cocktails?
Okay, so from the bar bats and the bartenders, they know this. They come in early and work hard. From our syrups are all freshly made every day. All the citrus are squeezed every day, from fresh lime, fresh lemon. Everything is fresh. Then with our procurement guys, Iman and those guys are great also. They source the thing directly from only the sole distributors in the country.
Okay.
So we make every single thing that comes in here, and we also verify it. Also, there's a lot of strict verification process. So everyone that comes in here, everything is verified. And it's also sold from only the sole distributors that are allowed to bring those things in the country. So that's one of the main reasons why we have been able to be very consistent with our drinks. We rarely, I don't remember the time that we ran out of anything. So a big shout out to some of the suppliers. I see Kojo from Pernod Ricard is there. Another great guy. One of us, all our suppliers are great also.
Yeah. I see a lot of people on and passing the comments. You have staff who are saying you're the best bosses,
Oh, really?
You have your staff commenting and saying these are the best bosses. Because you're focused on the interview, you can't see them. But I've seen all the comments
going on.
Doing, and obviously it means that you must be doing something really great. So Bloomberg is mostly like a nightlife thing. So what do you do during the day, Adam?
Oh, during the day, wake up early, start the process. It's a long process to start the day. We don't even though we're a cocktail, it seems like a nightlife place. We open at 5 every day.
Okay.
So we always have different crowds of people that come in. So we always have from 5 we have a happy hour. Happy hour crowd. So
Yeah.
those are mainly the workers that come in to wait for traffic to go down.
Okay. Okay.
So right from 5, we start work. But during the day, there's a lot of back office work with suppliers, dealing with people and their problems. The normal thing that business owners go through. before we start the prep starts around 3 o'clock. So
Okay.
some of the staff come in, be it the bar backs, then the kitchen staff, they start prepping for the night. And the unique thing also, when we open from 5 and we are supposed to close at 2. But our people
stay.
Yeah, we don't complain at all.
People want to leave when the sun is up.
We are not complaining at all. Once people want to be here, we make sure we definitely take care of them. But so the prep takes very long because you have to prep for those long hours. There's a lot of numbers that come in, and there's a lot of turnover also.
Yeah.
So when we get to work, we get here around maybe 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and we just start the process for the day.
Yeah. When you say the we, does this entail both you and Kofi, or this is more you because you have to focus on the bar? Because we normally see you at the bar, and then we see Kofi through,
It's actually all of us, Ofe included. Everyone has their aspect that they focus on.
Yeah.
I'm mainly focused on the bar and kitchen, but we also have like a lot of dealing with suppliers, maintenance work, other things, or several things.
Yeah.
They can't come to mind, but
Yeah.
several things that we always have to deal with.
Yeah, like you're saying, is people often maybe call us a club. We are a cocktail bar, and it's what started as I think 11 workers is now 120.
Now 120. Yeah, that's fantastic.
When you're dealing with 122, you need an HR, you need an accountant, your marketing team, you need procurement, you need assistants. So it's an all-out business. Now, our other business partner, which is Ofer, he is more in charge of like all the maintenance in Bloom Bar. So whenever you come here, this place is constantly being painted. This place is everything. We don't allow things to just deteriorate. No way.
Yeah.
We are always on it because what will cost you 3 times to bring a new guest in, you might as well just spend less keeping them in.
Exactly.
We believe in that creating that ambience that people are in and they know the washroom is clean. They know the chairs and tables they're sitting on are on point. Everything falls under the maintenance and all. So that is one part of it. Then there's the strategy. There's the strategy part where I'm mostly working with Adam and obviously the rest of the team, but I come up with the strategies on let's say you come and you are enjoying your Prosecco Sundays. Okay? So I sit with the marketing team and create what can give value for money. We know that we want everybody to enjoy half of their champagne on Sunday. So that is a strategy. When you're creating all these promotions and day party, the experience when you come in, the bumpers are coming down, the fireworks, the experience, all of that.
All planned.
All of this is a part of the business now. So it's not just a bar anymore. It's an all-out business now. So these are different elements of Bloom Bar that people don't see. It goes on and on. Even dealing with people that come in here. Once in a while, we have to leave the bar to go and deal with our guests at the entrance. Take care of them. We know that sometimes the work is very difficult on the bouncers. And we know that sometimes communication is a problem. But the fact that you are there to help make their experience worth it, because we believe the experience starts from the gate. If I get to your entrance and you ruin my experience for me from the gate,
that's it.
I have a bit of taste in my mouth about the space. So
that's it.
As much as possible, we are mostly in every part of the business, ensuring that it is an all-out experience straight from the gate till you sit down, in the washroom, till you leave. Everything is well thought of. and we don't leave anything to chance. Once we are there, we'll make sure it's always on point.
Right.
Yeah.
It's obviously working. So you've nailed that one down for sure. I can tell the the emojis, the fire emojis, and all the thumbs up and all that we're getting from those who are with us right now. So I just like to remind them, please send in your questions. Send in any questions that you have, and then I will ask them. One important question that I have to ask for sure is the space, because right now it's not operating. I'm assuming, I stand corrected, maybe it's a rental or maybe it actually belongs to, but what's currently happening with that? Because you're not operating and someone is probably taking money from you for that space. The smile on your faces. The smile on your faces.
Well, I mean, for now, what we can do is maybe hope that we write a letter to our last and they give us an extension,
Yeah.
or because what is happening is a world crisis. It's not we cannot do anything about it. So hopefully they see this video in advance, begging them for an extension, give us some few months credit, and then we can make up for the lost months. That's what we can say. But for now, I mean, we are still taking care of the space because we do not want things to deteriorate.
There's a lot of investment in the space, so we don't want, whenever we are allowed to open, we come back and everything is just a shambles.
Yeah. So.
Wow, another interesting question in terms of startup capital.
Okay. What was the question? They just want to know the source of the.
You don't have to mention figures, but did it take a lot to start this actually, or you had your own savings and you put it together? Did you go for a loan? What did you do?
Oh, basically we were hustling for years. We saved up, scrapped. By the time we started, I know personally I wiped out everything to start it because we believed in the business.
Wow.
Kofi, the same thing. We put all in. I moved, left my job, left everything in New York, and just said that, you know what, this is going to work. Some way, somehow, it's going to work. There's no going back. So we just went all in. We believed. We're not saying that. We're not advising everyone to do the same.
I'll tell you something. The story on the ground for startup capital.
Yeah.
We had a lot of time wasters. Oh, go and bring your business plan. Let me see the numbers. Let me see the financials.
Yeah.
Big talkers. They all wasted our time, and it still happens. If you have an idea and you don't believe in it to put yourself and everything into it, trust me, nobody would ever make it move for you.
Yeah.
People want to see before they invest.
Exactly.
And I would say the only support that we had was from ourselves and our parents. And our parents, it was more of prayers than that support.
Because I mean, like you said, to tell your parents that you want to run a bar, they put you through school and you want to do what? Use your degree to open a bar.
But see, amazingly, they never questioned it.
Okay.
They just believed. Okay. And everything that we outsider.
Wow.
And it was humble beginnings, I would say.
Yeah.
Very, very humble beginnings. Yeah.
So you've had support and you've had moral support from your friends and then from your family, I'm sure.
Family and friends, especially all our friends that were with us throughout. Fixing the chairs, carrying ice chairs, drinks.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was here through our construction.
Yeah.
Everyone. We're always grateful. They were all with us through it all.
So we see this to be glamorous, young boys who have been able to build such a successful business. So I'm sure people are sitting back and saying, but if Kofi, Adam, and Ofe can do this, and I can do it, I mean, what's the big deal? Just get good music, get some cocktails. What do you what do you want to tell people like that who are thinking I can actually get into this space?
It's a big market. It's a big market. Everyone can get into the space. But if you want to get into it, just make sure you focus on quality and giving people quality.
Okay.
Honestly, I think what keeps us moving is passion. We are obsessed and overly passionate about the job we do. We sleep, blow fire, we talk, breathe, eat every day of our life. We don't leave anything to chance. We are constantly looking at every part of the business, trying to see what it's going to take to get to the top, how it's going to get to that top and stay at the top. We never, we are always humbled. We never forget where we came from, and we know where we are heading. And we are constantly reminding ourselves, even as honest, that we are not there yet. So we are not slacking, because tomorrow another Bloom bar can open. We've had a lot of people that have tried to imitate the lights and then the flooring and this and that. It's beautiful, fine, but do they have the heart? Do they have the passion for the job? Are they willing to stay up days and work? Like, for instance, December, we work on like 4 or 5 hours of sleep sometimes throughout the whole December.
If you have hours, because it's just the cycle. You wake up and just go back again. By 5 o'clock, you have people here that are ready to have the experience, and we don't want to be embarrassed. We don't want to disappoint them, because a lot of people travel to come here to get the Bloomberg experience. So we want to make sure we are on point. Everyone, the staff also. We're working. And
very few. You get very few owners that will get service carry to a table. Very few people that will identify problems on the floor so that they can be solved. Some of them will just
you see the owners. You don't even see the owners, but we see you. We see the faces. We see the faces to the brand. Because in some instance, you don't see the owner, but you guys are like in there. You're there. The people can't say you can't see you.
And then we feel like we are here to serve the people that come here. I'm grateful for the people that take that time out to come and experience what we've created. So we are there. That's why sometimes you see me, Kofi, or Fair especially, always behind the bar. I also help sometimes behind the bar. I'm always in the security, trying to make sure everybody comes in as safe, trying to make sure the capacity, everything is as safe as possible for everyone. So we just make sure that we are dedicated service to the people that come. That's our viewpoint.
I think I see people saying a few things about our bouncers.
Well, no, I was going to come to that. I was going to come to that, because technically
the mood of the bouncers will determine
the bouncers and determining what the criteria is for going in. So okay, since you've noticed it, I was going to come to it, but since you brought it up, maybe you can just address it, for us.
So I'll just put this out there. When we are capacity, they just try and make sure that the people that they let in are, let's say, our regular. But when we are capacity, because of safety purposes, they get very strict. Even though it's difficult, we still have to make sure everyone that comes in here are safe. So that's why sometimes let's say what do you call it?
I'll add something to what he's saying. Now, over the years, we realized something. When you talk about quality, being at capacity affects the quality of service. Now, what people don't know when we say that we are at capacity, so kindly hold on, is that if we have a lot of pressure on the bar and we have a lot of orders going through the bar, when the service becomes slow, drink will slow down. Meaning that a guest would say that my drink took forever. Whereas we have a certain amount of minutes that have that drinks have to be made and sent to a guest. We start losing the quality of our time. So usually when we say we are at capacity, it is also to ensure that the quality of service doesn't drop. So that guests who are in there can get the best service.
Sometimes you hear complaints from people will say that I see space inside. But even though that might seem like there's maybe standing room, that's not the capacity service. And another day, we also urge people to try and come as early as possible. To get a chair or have somewhere comfortable to stand. Because we do have, as much as the place seems big, we do have limited spacing.
Yeah. It's about the quality, and let me actually add to that as well. So it's not just in terms of affecting the service, but honestly, I think one thing that we need to focus on, which some businesses in Ghana don't tend to do, is look at the health and safety of the people in there as well. So if it's full to capacity, there's a health and safety hazard, so let's cut them a bit of slack. Let's cut a bit of slack, but they'll do a little bit more work with their bouncers, so at least they can tell us nicely that, oh, madam, this one, you can't come inside. All right, so we have 5 minutes to go. Let's just round up very briefly. So what's next after Bloom Bar, and what's next post quarantine period? We can start with you, Adam, and then we'll end with Kofi.
Post quarantine, we are working. We need to make sure that we bring an even better experience. We are working hard.
Yeah.
We are just not sitting down, and you look scrappy right now, but we are working. We are not leaving around. We are working. We really want to make sure when we come back, we see some of the comments and people are really anticipating just getting out. So we know that when we open, God willing, when we are able to open, everyone will come in here. We'll give them even a way better experience. So we are working hard. So please hold tight. Everyone stay safe. When we are allowed to open, when everybody's allowed to go out, we'll be back.
Yeah. Kofi, what about you?
I would just want to say thank you to Ghana. Thank you to everyone that has supported us to this point. Thank you for, taking Bloom Bar as one of the places you spend most of your nights, and even a place where most of you start your nights. We appreciate them. We've always appreciated them. We take their feedback to heart. We will keep recreating the experience so that it doesn't die out, but it can stay alive with their constant support. So we'll always appreciate their feedback so this business can live as long as possible. So all I would just say is a big thank you to everyone who has supported us now, or else we wouldn't even be here talking. So
exactly, we won't be having this conversation.
I'm sure all our departments also have the same message. This also thank you to our staff, management, marketing team, suppliers, our guys. I know we call them at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. and they show up for us. So we are grateful to everyone.
Sure. Well, thank you very much. So my guests on this Instagram live chat for Africa's Business Rockstars have been Kofi and Edem. They are the founders of Bloom Bar. Ofer is also one of the partners, but he's currently not on the live chat. But nonetheless, we've had a very interesting conversation with these two men who are the face behind one of Accra's best spots. And they basically told us how they are coping with COVID-19 and what their plans are for post that. My name is Nathan. I've been your guest, and I want to tell you, everybody's saying that we're looking forward to the next Bloom Live, okay? Because we don't know how long we're going to be at home for. So please plan and then hit us with it. All right. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Bye.